In today's video, Changing Minds and Starting a Revolution with special guest, Kristen Moreland. Hello, coaches! Welcome back to another episode of Coach Better Quick Tips. My name is Kim Cafino, and my goal is to help you coach better. After decades as a teacher and coach in international schools, I founded my company, Eduro Learning, to help you embrace your inner leader and make a bigger impact in your school setting as a teacher, a coach, or a leader. I work with clients around the world through our certificate programs and private mentoring packages, and these episodes are often inspired by those powerful conversations. If you have a question you'd like to hear us answer, please leave a comment below, join our Coach Better Facebook group, or find us on social media at Eduro Learning and send me a DM. You can find all of our resources for instructional coaches and listen to our full podcast episodes on our website at coachbetter.tv. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to catch all of our latest episodes. I am excited to share today's video with you featuring our special guest, Kristen Moreland, and she is talking about how to build a coaching culture, how to get teachers and your community members excited about coaching. If you're dealing with reluctance or reticence on the part of teachers, how do you help them shift their beliefs about coaching, about the value of coaching? In one of our recent Coach Better podcast episodes, Jen Ricks talks about every teacher should want to be coached. How do you build that community in your school setting right now? Watch the video and find out from Kristen.
Hey coaches, I'm Kristen, and I'm here this week to help you start a revolution. In a blog post over the summer, author and Coach Better podcast guest Steve Barkley shared the work of Tom Guskey. Guskey reminds us of the change sequence that states, experience shapes teachers' attitudes and beliefs, not the other way around. In other words, teachers need to do it themselves in order to become believers, which is why there can often be so much resistance to coaching. In a 5-minute Friday video for last season, I shared about my own resistance to having a coach because I never had one before, so I didn't believe it could work. Being coached myself completely changed my belief system, and I think it might have altered my DNA, but that's a story for another Friday. So here we are, midway through the school year. Today, I invite you to reflect on who is joining your coaching revolution and why, and how you can leverage those followers to recruit even more. One of my favorite leadership videos involves a dancing guy at a music festival. Have you seen this one? You can find the link to the video in the show notes. Hosted and narrated by Derek Sivers, we learn the importance of the first follower. The narrator reminds us that if you're dancing out there all by yourself, you're just a lone nut. But that first follower is who makes you a leader. It's the first follower who calls others to join the lone nut, and the more people who come, the more momentum is gained. So question number 1 for today is, who was your first follower? Who was that coachee that helped you believe in yourself as a coach or as a facilitator of professional learning? Question number 2, who joined your first follower because that person believed in your first follower? At a previous school, I had an awesome coaching relationship with one of our new teachers. We met every week, and they were so open to trying new ideas and committed to growing as a person and a professional. About a year later, another member of their department sent me a very tentative email asking about coaching. I was super surprised because this person never seemed interested in the idea, so I scheduled a meeting as soon as I could. Later that week, my first follower said they knew I had a meeting coming up with this other colleague. Then they told me how they had spent the whole year convincing the second colleague they were missing out on the best free resource ever by not engaging in coaching. I was floored. And then I was nervous. I thought, okay, wow, I really need to bring my A game. Expectations were high. So that first follower not only grew my network of coachees, but also helped improve my coaching practice by forcing me to slow down and examine the work I was doing. I was and still am so grateful for this gift. Question 3, how might you leverage your followers for the second semester? The start of a new semester is a great time to recruit new coachees. People are, for the most part, settled into their roles. They've got a routine, they know what to expect. Spend the next few weeks looking for opportunities to ask people about their interest in coaching. No one needs to make a commitment now, just plant some seeds. Then, when you're back in session in the new year, send a survey and see who bites. You might be surprised. Which brings me to question 4. How can you differentiate your coaching to bring on more teachers? In that survey you're going to send out in January, include a choice board or different ways people might work with you. And most importantly, ask those who are already part of the revolution if you can use them as a reference. Not sure about a coaching cycle? Next time you see Kim, ask her about her experience. Word of mouth is the best advertising. And finally, as you're thinking about your own social capital as a coach, don't forget to leverage your school leadership. Whether that is actually doing some coaching with the school leader, leadership coaching is my favorite, more on that soon, or asking your principal to send out an email recommending coaching. Remember all that evidence you've been collecting to document your impact on the school? Now is a great time to bust that out. So there you go, coaches. 5 questions for you to consider as you think about growing your network, building your social capital, and starting your own revolution. And if you want to go deeper into this work, sign up for Eduro Learning's The Coach, the only online certificate program designed for K-12 instructional coaches that includes an entire academic year of mentorship to provide personalized professional learning in a global, community-driven environment. You've got this, coaches. We'll see you soon.
Hey coaches, I hope you enjoyed all of those tips from Kristen. As I was watching the episode, I was thinking about the ways that as a coach, you're an influential leader in your school. Sometimes it can feel like you're just a teacher, but as a coach, you have so many opportunities for influential leadership. Finding that first follower and building a coaching community is exactly how you do that. If you want to dig deeper into how you can leverage your influential leadership and make a bigger impact in your school community as a coach, you'll begin building those skills in Phase 3 of the Coach Certificate and Mentorship Program, where we dig into growing a coaching community. In the program, you'll have the support of a mentor for the entire academic year to help you leverage your influential leadership and build a coaching culture in your school. And even if you're not a coach yet, you can learn everything you need to be successful as an instructional coach and the process for creating a thriving coaching culture through your influential leadership in the Coach Certificate and Mentorship Program. The Coach is the only online certificate program designed for K-12 instructional coaches that includes an entire academic year of mentorship to provide personal, professional learning in a global community-driven environment. It's the mentorship that makes the program so valuable, and you can only get that in our global cohorts. We open registration once a year, so get all of the details and get on our mailing list to be the first to know when our cohorts are opening at edurolearning.com/coach. And of course, if you're curious right now or you have questions about this, please reach out. You can leave a comment below here on the video. You can join our Coach Better Facebook group, or you can find us on social media at Eduro Learning and send me a DM. I'd love to chat with you about how you're building a coaching culture in your school community. See you next time.